Hello YouTube, this is Dr. Murky. I'm just making this video because I tried to respond to an attack on another person's channel, and I was blocked because of a previous comment, and I don't think the previous comment was inappropriate. I didn't use any vulgarity or any kind of profanity or anything of that sort. So I'm just going to sum up the whole, I guess, issue in about 15 seconds. He made a video attacking Murray Rothbard and Murray Rothbard's position on parents having no positive obligations to their children, no obligation to feed their children, and I believe the quote in the book Ethics of Liberty says something to the effect of, if parents let their baby die because of inaction, that would not be a violation of law in a free society, as Professor Rothbard sees it. So what he's saying is, you can't punish anyone for not doing something. You can punish them for doing something, but you can't punish them for not doing something. And I just pointed that out on his channel, and I received some negative feedback. I received only negative feedback, and it involved a lot of F words and what have you. So now I'm just going to read the response that was blocked by his channel. My response, in my response, I said people should read Ethics of Liberty themselves before they start commenting on Rothbard. Certainly with exceptions, Rothbard would condemn someone who took any positive steps to prevent someone from eating. Also worth noting is that if someone failed to feed their child, they would not be exempt from criticism, ostracism, termination in regards to employment, eviction, etc. So in the free society, there would still be plenty ways to respond to someone who was guilty of not doing something that the community believes that they should do. And in my first comment on his video, I mentioned a quote from Machiavelli that was used in the James Buchanan and Gordon Tullock book, which is a classic amongst economists, called The Calculus of Consent. And I don't have that book, but I have the Machiavelli book, Discourses on Livy, and I'm going to read that quote to you, the quote about trade-offs. And the quote I about to read is on page 23 of my edition, the Dover edition. And Machiavelli says, "And he who looks carefully into the matter will find that in all human affairs we cannot rid ourselves of one inconvenience without running into another. So that if you would have your people..." Oh. Okay. I'll skip some sentences and just go on to his conclusion. For which reason, in all our deliberations, we ought to consider where we are likely to encounter least inconvenience, and accept that as the course to be preferred, since we shall never find any line of action entirely free from disadvantage. Since we shall never find any line of action entirely free from disadvantage. That's the point I had to make. We need to find where we find the least inconvenience, and that's difficult to do. Most people just rely on tradition, and they don't, become economists. They don't, or criminologists, social scientists of any kind. They don't study, the effects of criminal penalties, et cetera, and I'm certainly no expert on that, nor am I an economist. But that is that quote I just read is a quote about trade-offs, and trade-offs just means that you can't make something better without making something else worse. And perhaps that's a mistaken concept, but all I did was point it out, and I was not allowed to comment anymore on that channel. And not only was I not allowed to comment on that, but I got just cursed out by basically everyone for just talking about the concept of trade-offs. And so I'm just making this video because I wasn't allowed to comment any further, and I think that's something that people are free to do, but I would never ban somebody. I think the more speech, the better. And I can't control what other people are going to do, but as for me, I will not ban anyone from my channel. And that's all. Thank you and good night.